Welcome back to Kanika's Corner. It's been 3 weeks since we put up the last video, purely for the fact that life got this busy. Having 2 children is so much more different from having one, and that's what I'm talking about in this video, along with how I am beating all my postpartum blues. A lot of people have told me 1 plus 1 is equal to 1.5. I think that's at a later age. At this point, 1 plus 1 is equal to multiples. As most of you know, a newborn has no schedule. We do things, as and when needed. Thankfully, Ducky has a schedule that she loves, and at least I know what to expect from her and what time to set up things for her and do all that. And school is a big part of it. She loves her hours at school, and that also gives me, the time to catch up with all the other stuff. It's incredible how quickly 2 children can synchronize. Bulbul is only 2 months old, but they've sort of figured out this routine where both of them will want to poop at the same time and both of them will want to meal at the same time. Now, pooping we can deal with. Mealtime is a little more chaotic as Ducky is going through a cling to her mother phase and will want me sitting there right next to her, and I have to breastfeed Bulbul. So this is one of those strange times where mothers are needed at the same time in 2 different places, and we so wish we had many versions of ourselves out there. This is where living in a joint family and having all the support of parents and spouses and assistants is wonderful, because while I breastfeed Bulbul, they all come and distract Ducky, help her with her meal, and it feels like, okay, I can be sane through this really chaotic period. 2 months down the line, I'm mastering the juggling act of managing both the children, and thankfully my body has kept up with all the energy that it needs. Like all young children, they are very considerate about their parents' sleep. Here they do not synchronize, they take turns. So while one is asleep, the other is wide awake. As soon as the other one wakes up, this one will sleep. So I have learned to take short cat naps, and the best time to cat nap is when I'm feeding Bulbul. Those 15-20 minutes of just snoozing like that, excellent renewal of energy. So there's not a lot of sleep in my life at this point. Maybe 1 or 2 naps of 15-20 minutes each while I'm breastfeeding Bulbul. We've had 2 days where he slept for 6 hours at one shot, but most of the time he sleeps 2 to 3 hours. And of course, having a newborn sleeping next to you with all of the noises doesn't give you sound sleep. So there's been no deep sleep in my life for the last few months. I'm also helping take care of my grandparents whose health is deteriorating. It's actually been very difficult to watch them suffer and know that they need help with all their basic tasks. So I would say between taking care of the children, one who is a very mischievous, curious toddler, the other one a gassy newborn who wants to be held up all the time, then all the variety of household tasks that are continuous, and my grandparents. I do feel like a headless chicken sometimes, I'm running from one to the other, not sure if I even completed the previous task or not. But that is what life is now, and that is what motherhood with 2 children is, right? It is that, it is keeping me physically active, it is contributing to the dark circles under my eyes, and life goes on. Well, life has to go on. I've mainly been homebound for the last 4 months ever since I came down with chikungunya. And I thought with so many things happening around the house, that's enough for me, that is keeping me engaged enough. Turns out that it wasn't. Over the last week, I found myself feeling very morose, very edgy, very itchy, very cranky, and feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I don't see this chaos ending anytime soon. Even though I was following all of the suggestions I have for postpartum blues, I found that I was continuing to get worse and worse every day. So what I started doing was I sort of became a little more confident about taking Ducky and Bulbul out with me, so that I could go out, visit relatives' houses, go to the park. I went and met my friends at a restaurant, and it was unbelievable how just doing those few little things over just the last 2-3 days has made such a big difference. I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling happier. I'm not feeling like I'm being strangled because of everything that's happening around. And I guess I'm just feeling nice that I know I can go out, I can take both my children with me, I can deal with the situation as is. And I'm not feeling as blue anymore. And I'm not getting into that slide of depression purely because I just changed things up. And being the outdoorsy person that I am, I just went out and did all this. Seeing the two babies interact, even though they're so young, is such a wonderful feeling. And it makes all the trials and tribulations of motherhood so worth it and keeps me going through all the chaos. Ducky wants to come and help out and do things for Bulbul. Bulbul first started responding to Ducky's voice, not mine. And to see him turn his head when she speaks, or to see her wanting to pull his cord, give him a blanket, hold his bottle, do all of that is just amazing. Bonds form so quickly that I am really excited to see how the next few years go. Going into this, I knew, it would be hectic, but I guess I did not understand how non-stop it is, because there is no segregation between day and night at this point. And thankfully, I am able to deal with it at this point, and I hope, this sort of pace continues only for a few more months. Otherwise, I'm going to be completely worn out. So being a counselor helped me understand the signs that I wasn't doing well early enough, and that I more than my usual steps, I took a few extra steps to start feeling better. And it's incredible how within just 2 or 3 days of going out, meeting other people, taking these two out along with me, has made such a big difference that I'm actually feeling like there is a light at the end of the tunnel and life is not that bleak. So our little chap woke up while we were shooting, and this is where we're going to end today's video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.